So welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time we made our way through Viridian Forest into Viridian City, in which we can't do anything about because the gym leader's not even there. So we made our way further south, leading back to where it began 3 years ago, Pallet Town. And this time, we're going to explore around Pallet Town, the very small and quaint town it is. There's literally only 2 houses and a random building. I'm raising Pokemon too. They serve as my private guards. So much for private guards, they're not even here. Technology is incredible. You can now trade Pokemon overseas like email. In our present day, yes, you're kind of behind in what you're in, yeah. So, over here, Blue's house. Hi, my kid brother is the gym leader in Viridian City. But he goes out of town so often, it causes problems for the trainers. I think that's all you say. Interesting thing with Daisy here is that between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m., she will give your Pokemon, well, she'll groom your Pokemon for you. So, kind of like the one in, well, the 2 haircut brothers in Johto. She will also do that, but at a very specific time. I don't think there's anything up here. The power's turned off. It's a Wii! Yeah, nothing really up in Blue's house. We'll just head out of here and not bother his sister. The more important house, Red's house. Hi. Red's been away. He hasn't called either, so I have no idea where he is or what he's been doing. They say no news is good news, but I do worry about him. Yeah, Red's just kind of somewhere. Looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Yeah, he hasn't been at home at all. Maybe one day we'll run into him. Who knows? Do you really not heal my Pokemon? I was hoping you were gonna heal my Pokemon. Cause, yeah, I have a dead member right now. Alright, well, Professor Oak's lab is here, so we might as well go check up on him. Ah, it's good of you to come all this way to Kanto. What do you think of the trainers out here? Pretty tough, huh? Ah, so you're collecting Kanto gym badges. I imagine it's hard, but the experience will surely help you. Come see me when you get them all. I'll have a gift for you. Keep it up. I do not want you to evaluate my dex, please. Thanks to your work on the Pokedex, the professor's research is coming along well. The professor's Pokemon Talk radio show is aired here and in Johto as well. Professor Oak is so cool. So you are Nyman. Just between you and me, the professor's show, Pokemon Talk, it's not live. It is not live radio. You con artist. Email message on the PC. Oh. Getting quite a reputation here on the grapevine. Elman Newbark. Wow, okay. I guess, yeah, the Platinum is, well, Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum is when they started trying to do, like, the whole elite speech stuff. That's really funny that he did the smiley face thing in, ASCII art. That's really hilarious. So, now that that's done, I guess I'm gonna manually heal. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be using Dave anyways. We'll go over to Jag. I'll heal up next, at the very least. I'm just trying to see how far I can go without having to heal my Pokemon, like, or not buy new healing items, because I want to rack up the money, man. Besides, there's no Versa Seeker, so you can't just grind money like you can in freaking Platinum. Alright. We're shoving off. In which case, I need a Max Repel. I forgot about that. Max Repel, I'm hoping I have enough for this. So, Route 21. For one, this grassy patch here is one of the few places you can actually find Mr. Mime, so there you go. Oh, we have water trainers again. A dugong and a seal. Are you a photographer? Yeah, Cameron the photographer is here. Say Fuzzy Pickles. Got a good picture of that. And trainer. There are so many nothing fights in this. That guy just had a shelter. A shelter, not even a cloister. Like, it's so odd. This game is so odd, but I love it oh so dearly. Alright, so let us head over here. There's a bird. Okay, I'm gonna fight the fisherman. I put Card in the lead because Card needs levels. Corsola. I mean, probably the first time we're actually seeing one of these things, because I don't think any trainer in Johto had one. I've said before, these things just really suck. Why are you level 32? I swear we're leveling in this game. I'm gonna stop saying that because it's just becoming redundant at this point, but Corsola shit just sucks. It's pretty much Gen 2's Love Disc. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Although I think it is cool that in Sword and Shield it did get an evolution of Corsola, so, which is kind of cool, but still pretty much equally as useless. 53. And do you only have Corsolas? If so, that's really sad. And they're all in the level 30s. Like, I'm gonna bring up this argument again, but like, we literally could not have gone here until we reached Pallet Town, which required us to do all the at the very least, you have to do Cerulean City. Because, make it to the power plant, do Cerulean City, and all that. Actually, I guess you don't technically need to do Cerulean City, but even still, you have to go through so much crap just to get to Pewter. Like, who in the right mind is going to go all the way over to Pallet Town into this route first when they first reach Kanto? It just doesn't make sense. Alright, Bird Guy is next. I guess I'll go with Nexus. We'll see how this works. I'm just trying to get levels on everybody. Bunch of nothing Pokemon as per usual. Like, seriously, man, I don't mean to skip so many fights, but there's just, when there's nothing to talk about and all the Pokemon are just stuff you've seen at a lower level, like, it just doesn't make sense to really keep the fight in. That's why, like, I don't know, I just feel bad because I don't like skipping a ton of fights as Zoomeril. Okay. But, like, again, it's the nature of especially Gen 4 games, because for some reason Gen 4, they just litter every route with like a million trainers. Thankfully, they're better about that in later gens, although Black and White's pretty kind of bad with it, but after that, it's a lot better. You lived on 1 HP, you suck. I mean, I guess there is the argument of, like, I guess like Sword and Shield where there's barely any trainers in the routes, but I mean, I don't know. I think there should be a balance, because if you put a million trainers in a route, they all have to be lower level, so you can't just get stupidly high leveled. On the contrary, if you put a ton of like what am I trying to say? If you barely put any trainers in a route, you have to make them pretty high leveled for people to actually get levels off of them without having to grind. So it's just a weird double-edged sword, and especially with how Game Freak handles Pokemon games, which is weirdly at the moment, although I'm hoping that Legends ZA does some good for them, and eventually Gen 10, or I really hope for friggin' Gen 5 remakes, because I mean, I'm not trying to be part of the camp of we want Black and White remakes, but I kind of do, man. Black and White's awesome, and I do eventually want to cover that game, but I'm kind of skeptical to do so at the moment, because if I do it too soon, I'm scared they're going to actually remake those games, and I do not want that to happen. So, well, I don't want to be, what I'm saying is, if they remake them, I want to hop on the train on the remakes and not be on the original versions. You are a spinner. Level up on Nexus. 1 away is a pretty important level, too. Okay, so we'll go back to Card. Actually, how high level is Dave right now? 53, okay. Getting close to their, special levels that I want to get to. Oh my god, more okay, can I fight you from the water? No, I can't. Level up on Jag, and didn't mean to get the level up on Jag, but here we are. More trainers. I promise you, this is getting towards the end of like 1,000,000 trainers on a route. It's just water routes for some reason like to be littered with just 1,000,000 swimmer trainers. Nothing really to say there. That's pretty. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. More and more trainers. I'd probably just skip these two because this is just getting ridiculous. Decided to skip those two fights. I forgot I had a repel. I decided to skip those two fights because there was nothing with them. That one guy had 3 Doduos and a Dodrio. Like, that's how stupid that was. And the other guy just had a bunch of random stuff. Like, and they were all in like the mid-level 30s. Why? I don't understand. And, yeah, this ain't Cinnabar. Kind of a dreary version of the theme. Who are you? My name's Blue. I was once the Kanto champion, although it was short-lived thanks to Red. Anyway, take a good look around you. A volcano erupts, and just like that, a whole town disappears. We can go on winning and losing in Pokémon, but if nature so much as twitches, we can be overwhelmed in a second. That's the way it is. But anyway, I'm still a trainer. If I see a strong opponent, it makes me want to battle. If you want to battle me, for real, show me how many Kanto badges you've got. 6. You're not ready to battle me. So he won't move from the spot until you get the, 7 badges at Kanto. There's a notice here. The Cinnabar Gym has relocated to Seafoam Islands. Blaine. This is just sad. Ravaged town of the past. The reason for Cinnabar not being a town anymore, at least in the original games, was to save on space, because the game was huge enough already, and they had to cut down somewhere, and Cinnabar was unfortunately that town that got cut. So it got, erupted, needless to say. It's just really sad. It's been a year since the volcano erupted. It is so fortunate that everyone evacuated in time. I feel so sorry for Blaine. He lost his gym. Yeah, at least nobody died from it, but that's a thing I really, I don't know. I feel weird with Cinnabar being just destroyed, because it's the only town that's never gonna be, a remastered or, I don't know. There's no future for the town. This is as far as the future goes for Cinnabar. And that's sad, because all the other towns are flourishing. I do have a repel up, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I like Cinnabar a lot in the originals, so maybe that's where it's coming from for me, but I don't know, man. I hate seeing destroyed towns like this, especially one such as Cinnabar, which is so prominent. Oh, God, more trainers. Oh, my God. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Love Disc. Well, I was kind of referencing you before. There's no new encounters or anything in this routes, but Love Disc, as most people know, is one of the worst Pokemon in history, right up there with Sunkern. It sucks. Its only existence in life is just to give you heart scales, if you find them in the wild, in which case you can't in this game, so there's no point. They suck. I mean, I like its design, I guess. Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I take that back. You have a tract. Okay, gonna have to go to a female Pokemon, probably. Yep, alright. I hate attract strats. Thank God more than half of the team is female. Wasn't planning on that to happen, but here we are. Not like gender really matters, except for, breeding. Okay, you suck even more. 'Cause that's confusion. You're just being annoying right now, huh? Dragon Pulse, please die. Damn it. Okay, this is just getting out of hand very quickly. How am I getting bested by a love disc? You can see how little damage it does. It did like 4 damage. There. Get out of here. I mean, I don't mean to trash on love disc so much. I didn't even trash on Sunkern that much, but still, like, why does it exist? Although what would be hilarious is if they gave that thing an evolution and it just becomes a powerhouse of a Pokemon. Kind of like how Feebas is to Milotic, but still. Just, yeah, Love Disc just sucks. This is... And if I had to pitch an idea for an evolutionary name for Love Disc, I would call it Lovey-Dovey Disc. Or Lovely Disc. Lovely Disc sounds really good, actually. Do I want to have Warp? No, I do not. I'll go with, Card. Can I please just get through these fights? Level 54 in Card. I got hit really friggin' hard from an Azumarill who used Double Edge on me. Azumarill's good, man. Like, not a lot of people use Azumarill, but it can hurt. It can hurt a lot. Damn near killed Card. I mean, it was with a critical, but still. Yeesh. And then I think I'm gonna test my luck by bringing out Dave against that flying guy that's down there. I'm sorry for so many battle cuts, but again, this is one of the last few times where there's just a million trainers in a route, so we won't have this issue soon, thankfully, but oh god, there's still so much. I don't mean to complain, but Jesus. Wingle? I was not expecting a Wingle. I guess fight this guy if you need to see a Wingle. Wingle's always been weird to me. I don't know. Because, like, I've seen how good Pelipper can be, but I just don't like Pelipper. I think it's just that its design really throws me off. I really don't like its design. And there's a Fearow, but Wingle's pretty cool. I mean, water flying type's a pretty decent typing, despite the, quad weakness to electric, but why would you send that thing out against an electric type? I don't know, so. I don't know, it's a good typing at least. So close to a level. Alright, anything down here? Because I'm willing to bet that's a secret item. Really? Wow. Alright, pointless land is pointless land. Let's fight you. I said let's fight you. There's a Shinx! Oh, finally get to see some Sinnoh Pokemon. You have Intimidate, I forgot that. Yeah, Shinx is awesome. It's part of the holy trinity of the most overused Pokemon in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Sharing that with Starly and Gible. And I guess, by extension, Lucario. And there's a lot of overused Pokemon in those games, but they're so good. 54. Stone Edge. Hell yes. This thing's awesome. Shoot. What do I get? You know what? We haven't been using Dark Pulse as of late. And you're leaning towards physical attack? I'm doing it. We don't need Dark Pulse anymore. I just want more power. Alright. There's another guy. At least we can see what you got. So far, the trend has been new Pokemon for all of these trainers. Hey, Starly, the other one of the trio. Okay, how overkill is this gonna be? So overkill. I freaking love Starly too. That's the thing, like they made the beginning Pokemon in like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum so good. Because Staraptor is amazing because it's a normal flying type that gets close combat for free, which is just so good. Such a good Pokemon. Pretty much done here with this. I'll switch over to, I guess, Nexus. We're almost done with this, so thankfully not much longer. As long as it's not like the water routes in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and by extension, Auras. Hey, Bidoof! We're seeing all the Sinnoh Pokemon here. and you are such a derpy little dude. Okay, there's one thing that pisses me off with Bidoof, though. It's Pokedex entry. It refers to it as, I think it's, like, something mouse. It refers to it as more of a mouse Pokemon. It is clearly a beaver. Like, come on. Even Barrel looks like a friggin' beaver. It has the tail and everything. Like, it's not a mouse. Shroomish. Okay. Seen a lot of weirdo Pokemon here today. Alright, Shroomish is good if you were a Breloom. These things are annoying in the respective games that you stars in because you attack it at all and you either get poisoned, paralyzed, or sleeped. Just easy enough. So we made it over to Seafoam Islands. Somebody put a notice under the sign. The Cinnabar Gym has moved here. Leader, Blaine. Seafoam Islands. Returns this theme. But if we head up the ladder, it's actually a Pokemon gym. We'll be exploring this. Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot. It looks a lot better than what it did in Gold and Silver because in those games, it was literally just a hole in the wall and Blaine was just in there. But this time it's an actual gym. But we're going to be taking care of that next time because we're pretty much out of time for this one. So, next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, we're going after the 17th. Yeah, no, not 17th. What the hell? The 15th badge? Yeah, 15th badge. Which is, well, Blaine. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.